Ferrari. Now, when actor Tom Selleck was driving that Ferrari during the making of the show, they had to swap out the engine from the original Ferrari one over to a Volkswagen engine because the Ferrari engine was so loud you couldn't hear what they were saying. So they had to swap it out for something quieter. There are cars from different time periods, whether it's this car from Back to the Future, all the way to the prehistoric cars from the Flintstones movies. Just up ahead are a couple of my own personal favorites, the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World vehicles. Now, if you're wondering the glasses on the gyroscope from Jurassic World, well, glass would actually reflect back to the camera during filming, so you have to add it in later digitally. The last ones I'll point out are a couple of military vehicles used in the Transformers movies. The last on the end there looks a lot like a tank, but it's actually called a Bradley fighter vehicle. Looks really intimidating, right? Now, here's a little bit of a trick that we have over here. And on your left-hand side, you have the mobile lab from the Lost World Jurassic Park, starring Jeff Goldblum and Julianne Moore. And, well, dinosaurs are so important here in Universal. We have to keep them camera ready in these pages, but from the sounds of it, looks like some of them may have escaped. Okay, well, it looks like they're all in the mobile lab, so hopefully they just stay in there. But keep an eye out for any escaped dinosaurs out there, won't you, folks?
Mira, Roberto.
Oh, no. Oh boy, if those dinosaurs are spinning, I hate to see the big one that left is about to spin. I'm just kidding, that's my friend Barbara. Say hi, Barbara. Barbara's a dinosaur. She's just the front half. There is no back half to Barbara, as you can see. Now, the Jurassic Park movies were set on an island off the coast of Costa Rica. Recording like we're hearing right now would interfere with the actor's dialogue, so you have to add it later in the editing process. The lightning is strobe effects and flash cubes, and the water from the rain is this really sophisticated, state-of-the-art technology. Sprinklers. Maybe you have some at home. You take the sprinklers, put them high up, hide them away from the camera, and when you turn the water on, the water shoots up in the air, and gravity does the rest of the work, and it falls back to the ground like a natural on screen. And you may notice the water droplets from our sprinklers are a little bit bigger than actual rain droplets. That's because if they're too small, they won't jump on camera at all, so you have to make them bigger, that way they can pop in the scene. And, okay, well, this is looking like a lot of rain, and, looks like we're in for a flash flood. Everybody take cover! Now, you may recognize our flash flood scene from Lady Gaga's music video for the song Judas and Rockville. And each year is a complete time for bank, sheriff, and saloon, and you film 6 movies all at the same time, right next to each other. Now, even though these are some of the oldest sets, they're used for iconic movies including The Color Purple from Oprah Winfrey with the Gold Girl, Saving Mr. Banks from Emma Thompson volunteer, as it was turned into Victorian era early for that movie. Used for one of my personal favorite movies, which came out pretty recently, which was a Quentin Tarantino's film, Once Upon a Time, which filmed inside the soundstage. But we are about to take you into one of the most intricate sets that we have out here, and this, friends, is the War of the Worlds set. The 2005's War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and Justin Chatwin. Now, I talked a lot about how the buildings on our background aren't real buildings. Well, that is a real airplane over here on your left-hand side, and that is a Boeing 747. I'll let Steven Spielberg and production designer Rick Carter talk a little bit more about the design for this set.
The airplane that crashed inside set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
He said, again, to sit down and talk about the War of the Worlds. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because
it was actually the back lot of Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had seen something in the clock tower.
Central neighborhood in a big city. Now, Brownstone Street is where Annie met Sandy in the movie musical Annie in the 1980s. It was used in The Sting, starring Robert Redford and Paul Newman, which won Best Picture at the Oscars in 1973. It was used as the Buffalo home of Jim Carrey in Bruce Almighty. And it was the New York home of Nick and Amy Dunn in the movie Gone Girl. And since the holidays were just around the corner, it was also used in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. That's where Kevin Costner goes to hide away from the sleepy bandits. He throws out the bricks to the rooftop. Now, any fans of the big Back to the Future series out there? You're going to want to get your cameras handy, because over here on your left-hand side, we have the iconic clock tower that was used for the Back to the Future. And now this area is called Fort House in Rock. You've also got Mark Black Productions, which produces Legally Blonde movies, La La Land, and coming soon in theaters, which will get a taste for the musical Wicked. Elizabeth Banks' Brownstone Productions, just up ahead, they produce mid-market movies. And next to that is Bungalow 5195. It's currently owned for the Dealer Rentals Company, but you'll see a very familiar silhouette outside of it, because that was the one-time office of the master suspense performer himself, Alfred Hitchcock. Director of movies like Psycho, Vertigo, and The Birds. That was his office he was working on the film Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and movies like The Birds and Marty. Now over here on your left-hand side though, these are some of the last sound stages I'll point out, and these are sound stages 22 and 23. Dedicate these as the Will and Grace sound stage. In honor of the embassy comedy starring Eric McCormick, Deborah Messing, Sean Hayes, and Megan Mullally, which filmed its second run on the network right inside this sound stage. By currently television show Keenan starring Ian Thompson, Don Johnson, and Chris Wren. In fact, you can see the Keenan poster just over at the bottom on the left-hand side. Now, before both those productions moved inside these sound stages,